Here's something we could all do together during lockdown. Cancel chlamydia. Yeah. Get on top of your sexual health during quarantine with my sponsor, Let's Get Checked. And let's get rid of this pesky venereal disease. Not only do Man Whore podcast listeners get 20% off their at-home test kits, 10% of all sales using promo code MANWHORE during the month of May will be donated to the National Network of Abortion Funds. Help us hashtag cancel chlamydia today at letsgetchecked.com and use promo code MANWHORE. Again, that's promo code MANWHORE at letsgetchecked.com. Now let's get to the show. What's gonna happen? We're running out of Pop-Tarts.
Oh no!
Where are they gonna get us more Pop-Tarts?
Oh! Corona Cast. What? Oh,
Like louder.
for my singing?
Just then, I don't know. That was
Oh.
low, but it was good.
Yeah.
It felt natural. Now it feels unnatural, but
Okay.
do it.
What? Corona Cast.
Corona Cast.
Corona Cast.
Like a natural woman.
Woman.
Gender identity.
I still identify as a woman, but a daddy.
I'm still open-minded.
Corona Cast.
Hey, everybody, it's Billy.
And Megan.
And it's day 45 of our...
How do you keep track?
I just look at the calendar.
Okay. All
And I multiply by 7 and add.
Okay, fine. Good job.
How you feeling?
You're so smart. I know after Scrabble.
Yeah, well,
I'm
I
like-
did dominate that.
Yeah, you did.
I did raise an interesting question in the car on the way over here. I was like, so like by what metrics do I get the fuck out of your house? Like when do I go back to Brooklyn and like stop bothering you? And
You're not bothering us, first off. And I think finally you and have like hit a good groove. Like he's happier. Like you feel comfortable talking to him. I feel like I don't have to babysit you guys. Like just in case, not that you guys made me feel that way. I made myself feel that way.
I just want to be clear. I'm not comfortable talking to him.
No,
I'm
but
just
you make
getting
it
better
progress.
at talking to
Yeah.
him.
No,
Every time I
progress.
do it, I'm just like, it feels like, is this conversation topic gonna bomb? It's one thing when it's a joke that bombs, because like, whatever, that's a joke. But when you just propose a topic and it bombs, it just says like, oh, this person doesn't find me interesting.
No, it's not that. My other partner just happens to be like very content and not like super social talker unless you get him like under the right circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely is like I like my friends, I like Megan, and that's who like I like to talk about.
I did
kind of
overhear
have
him
to
on the
win
phone.
over.
It was really cute. He was like describing you. He's like, well, she's just, she's my best friend. She's my partner. I make a house with her. And I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
He said some things about me that were a little less flattering, but it's fine. He doesn't know that I heard him, but like I heard him.
I don't think he cares.
I think he feels like a father fucking taking care of two children.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's
38. Not that much
Well,
older.
I mean,
He's an old
she's
soul.
29. I'm 30. It's
No, but
it's
yeah,
just
all
enough
right.
that like he can talk down to us when talking about Michael Jordan as if we weren't there.
Oh, I
too.
just make fun of him. I just call it right back.
This
But,
morning,
yeah.
like, so the Michael Jordan documentary on ESPN and everything, which you would probably love. He's been watching it and he's talking to us as if he's informing us of this man, Michael Jordan, we never experienced. I'm like, fucker, in my head, I'm like, I have posters, jerseys, basketball cards. I have all sorts of shit.
Like friggin' name our dog Nike, which means Greek goddess of victory, and the dog was a boy because of friggin' Nike, because of Air Jordans, because of Michael Jordan.
That's my mother, everybody, who projects loudly enough that she can be 3 feet from the microphone, and she has plenty. She comes in on the mics, very, very hot, very hot, very loud enough. But we're gonna introduce Mama Persita in a minute. But back to this question that I proposed, like, for how long do I get to impose upon y'all's hospitality?
Until you drive insane.
Okay, but actually, like by what metric do we decide like I should go back to Brooklyn?
I think since things are cooling down, I said like probably 2 to 3 weeks would be like permanently okay at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, but I mean, like,
What makes you come to that? Like,
I feel like people, it's like obviously there's signs that we're kind of slowly but surely going from the peak.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, eventually, like, things are going to go back a little bit to normal. I don't think it's ever going to go to, like, the full extent of societal normal. However, like, I think, like, you will be okay in your apartment. But I also think, like, is very much, like, he hasn't had roommates in forever. Like, he lived by himself before him and I got together. We, like, built this apartment and life together to be shared. And I think, like, for him, like, he just like he finds solace in alone time, and I think sometimes it's hard for him to deal with it because like it's not something that he inherently signed up on. Although he's been very gracious and slowly but surely,
he was pitched in a very interesting fashion. If you don't want to admit it on mic,
I'm
I
not
won't
going to
say
admit it, but I will say I did what I had to do to save my freaking sanity.
Okay. How do you think it would have gone had I not been staying with you? Let's say we were just like FaceTiming every day and talking a lot, but I wasn't actually staying with you.
I would have
was in
been
Brooklyn.
sad.
And well, how do you think you and would have been like together alone in this circumstance?
I think it would have been different. I think we would have gotten to a fight by now.
Yeah.
You know, definitely. Because it would just be one-on-one time. And we got into a fight as we discussed right before all of this happened. So I think it would have been different. I think actually it's been nice to have somebody else there right now. And I feel comfortable as of now with everyone in the house. Like, I like it. I don't know.
In theory, promise I'm not propositioning, but like in theory, like could you see the three of us living together in a place, even if it's not that specific apartment?
If there was more space.
Right. Like I said, not that specific apartment, but like just
Possibly.
the dynamic of the three of us in one place.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just gotta get
Interesting.
you to clean up a little bit.
I'm working on it, but so do you.
I clean up. Look at my closet and the living room. I always straighten up.
Daily, he's got some sort of thing he's muttering about.
I know. Which
Megan
is
needs to do
so
this.
Hilarious because before you got there, that mofo kept things messy too. His room smells. Yeah, I walked into the room yesterday and I was like, it smells in here, and only him has been in there.
That's not true.
No, in his room.
Yeah, his room
Yeah.
is not the only one that's been there.
No, it's all his clothes, all of his stuff.
Okay.
Like, I slept in there once.
slept
Like, I'm
in there
not
a few
hanging in
nights.
there.
Okay.
No, but it's like his space. And I was just like, it's not clean in here. Like, it's messy in here. We cleaned it at the beginning of quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just like, so you need to kind of like check yourself. It's like, we're all a little messy and we're all doing the best we can.
Have you said this to him?
Yeah, I did the other day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, you need to, like, my closet, which is like my room,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, is the cleanest and has the most shit. So, you know what? Like, but we are doing well with the kitchen. We are like trying to stay on top of the kitchen, which is the one thing that I care about mostly is kitchen and bathroom. Cause like those are the ones that could get you in trouble with like food laying around. Like, for me, clothes and messiness is okay. It's dirtiness that isn't okay.
And by what metric are you going to wait until you like are going out and like socializing and seeing friends again, seeing lovers or whatever?
The people that I trust and I know are taking this seriously are deciding that it's okay to open up their circle a little bit more. That's when I will reflect and decide to open up my circle a little bit more.
Who are those people?
There's like a handful of people in which I know have been quarantining, taking this seriously, limiting themselves, like working from home.
Right, like, but who? Like, are these friends? Is it Fauci? Lovers,
Fauci,
what?
friends, and then online sources.
Online sources.
Yes.
What do you work at the Post? What's going on?
Yes.
That's cute.
Keep my sources secret.
Dr. Anthony Fauci. Okay. If he says, I'll listen. Sure, you love the Man Whore podcast, but are you an official fan whore yet? Because right now, over 200 whoreheads are connecting in our private Patreon communities like the Champagne Room and the Peep Show. You can join us today for as little as $2 to meet a ton of like-minded, sex-positive friends. And fuck, don't we need some of that right now? You'll also gain access to behind-the-scenes content and bonus episodes. Join us today at patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. That's Patreon, patreon.com/manwhorepodcast. Plus, with Megan and I all cooped up, we've had a ton more time to take some sexy pictures for my patrons. Now let's get back to the show. Well, but that's a good time to say, are you in a place where you're prepared to like hold a microphone and chat or no? Okay. Well, everyone, I'm going to introduce my mother, Bobby Presida. She's met Megan on multiple occasions now, but she is aggressively hand sanitizing and well, I don't know. Do you have anything you would want to get to know about Megan better? If so, I can hand you this mic and y'all can chat. So come here. And you hold that and just you want to always be pointing into there when you're talking.
I think you may have asked the big question.
Don't whatever you want. Here, hold this. It's okay. It's not delicate. And then you just want to be talking.
I'm laughing because I haven't held anything this shape in a long time. Sorry. I got a little excited. Any case.
Well, I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just think I almost want to make a statement.
Or Megan, if you have questions for her.
Yeah, I think go for me. Ask a question to me because I just think you're a saint.
Oh my God. Wait, why am I a saint?
Well,
Let's
how
see.
do you keep content to men?
I honestly don't know if I do, but they are pretty forgiving as well. And I think luckily for me, I found that like I just let people exist within my own life as much as they want to. And then like I have my own expectations, they have their own expectations, and that's kind of all that can be asked for. And I just try to do my best every day while still honoring my own self.
Okay.
And doing what makes me happy. And, like that's all that can be said about anyone. I'm sure I disappoint. I'm sure I do other things as well. But,
I tell my daughter Morgan repeatedly, particularly Morgan, people will disappoint you, Morgan. You need to know that. But your mother will disappoint you. Your father will disappoint you. Your husband will disappoint you. And you will disappoint him.
Yeah.
And it's just that part is like, we're at the same handicap. We all that's like just, yeah. I'm struggling for a question because just listening to that Billy speaking and like, so there was a discussion about three people living together and what it may cause and how long could that go on. And so I think that was just, a little relieving. As you know by now, I don't ask a lot of questions.
No, you don't.
I like to see how life reveals itself.
Yes.
And only ask questions when mandatory.
Mm-hmm. Or something comes up specifically.
Yes.
Yeah, like something enters your mind. You're like, okay, like this pops up organically. I guess it would be. How
maybe
are you doing?
I'm just thinking because I'm thinking to myself, God, I wish I had cleaned more.
No. Oh my, it's not even that messy
But,
in here.
I'm over it. My ego is, I'm too old to worry about that. I am doing what I believe is remarkably well. Obviously, because you're here, obviously endorphins are released into my bloodstream. So that not only is any depression or anxiety is gone, but the pain. I literally have physical pain, sciatica pain, I can sometimes just limp and hobble. Yeah, it's really bad. I wouldn't want to be seen.
I have arthritic psoriasis. So
but I am blown away that the endorphins into my bloodstream every time I'm having a Zoom office meeting, Zoom office happy hour, Zoom call with friends or family. It's like a drug. I mean, I have had much less. You probably don't even know that I've been experiencing.
No.
Right. So I think I'm doing remarkably well. Every once in a while, the devil will try to get me and I'll fall into this and I'll cry and I'll be like, how much longer can I go without a hug or a kiss or whatever? I hear them. It's just doomsday to listen to the news. And when, they talk about months and months and months more. And first of all, nobody knows anything. And second of all, everything will be in varying degrees. It's like you don't get nervous about doing 8th grade homework when you're in kindergarten. By the time you're in 8th grade, you'll be able to do the homework. So I try to live life like that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Right?
I think that's
Right?
very fair.
Doesn't that work for you, Billy?
Wow. I think this journal.
Please do, because that worked
go
so.
journal.
That has been a lifesaver for me, because anxiety is a friggin' biatch bitch of no other kind, and you could just get swallowed up in it. So when that great thing came to me, I'm gonna give credit to God. Tapped me on the shoulder and said, when you were in kindergarten, you weren't worrying about doing 8th grade homework. Maybe a little bit when you got to 6th grade. And then it's like, oh, right. When I get to 8th grade, I'll be ready to do right.
To go.
So I'm going to keep going with that. I like living on the sunny side of the street.
Yes, you're a very positive person. Which
I don't
appreciate.
like this not sunny side. The not sunny side of the street would make me not want to get out of bed, not want to get dressed, not want to put on makeup, not want to color my hair with box color. I mean, yeah.
Listen, we're doing what we have to do. I had this whole thing the week of my birthday, which was like March 16th. I had plans to
the
the
week.
week.
It was the week.
My birthday was a wash. It's fine though, because okay, I'm healthy. We're healthy. That's all I can care about. But I had this plan where I was going
Half
to get my
birthday's going to be big this year.
Oh yeah. I was going to get my hair cut, dyed. I had like an eyelash appointment. I was going full time with my work. Like was fully booked, looking to hire someone. And then everything just crashed at this time where it was all looking up and up and up. And you know what? Like, I'm okay. And that's all I can ask for at this point. Like, we have to adjust to this new normal that all of us are in this new societal difference.
We're not unique. We're
And,
all
yeah,
in it
we're
at the
all
same
in it,
time.
and that's why staying at home is so important, because we're all in this together. You are not only protecting yourself, you're protecting others by following what we're trying to do and slowly but surely get back to a normal environment. And I think staying positive is like so important right now.
Do you think we'll be in a swimming pool this summer?
No,
Will I be able to dive through waves in the ocean?
maybe.
I'm definitely going to be on my kayak. I should have been
Florida,
on my kayak the other day.
I think Florida, they're at the beaches now,
Are
right?
they in the water diving in the waves?
I don't know.
Megan, what do you think of my childhood home?
It's lovely.
Any surprises or interesting things you've noticed in your visits here?
The holy water on the table, on the kitchen, and it looks like hand sanitizer. And I kind of thought it was a joke that it was hand sanitizer that was called holy water, because I thought that would be really clever. But then I realized it was real holy water, and there's not one, but two bottles of holy water.
I have a big, ginormous jug of it that Aunt Carrie brought back.
Oh my
from-
goodness! What do you do with the
She
jug of
brings
holy
it from
water?
Lourdes. Well,
Oh,
I
she
don't
brings
know.
it from Lourdes.
She brings it from Lourdes.
I went to Catholic school. Okay,
Okay,
that
so
makes
she
a
goes
lot
there to bring
more
she goes,
sense.
She brings the malades.
Yes, the healing
She
holy
goes-
water
she-
from
she-
Lourdes.
She goes on
Okay.
the plane. She brings the malades
Yes.
to Lourdes to go in
You
the
could bring a
baths.
jug of water though.
So she brings me back. She would bring back so much of and also I think after my mother died, everybody got it from her. So
Aw.
when my mother died, then there was a lot of holy water to distribute. And I was just thinking, next time Trump wants to say something asinine,
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, yo, if you're going to say something asinine, say ingest holy water. Like at least that won't hurt. ya.
Ingest holy water.
But
yeah.
not don't ingest holy
Cleanse
water
your
instead of
sins.
something that really will work.
Megan, is there anything about a younger me that you are curious about that you think she can answer that I can't?
Oh my goodness. How was he socially at like 6 or 7? I feel like. Pinnacle years.
It was tough to be so smart in a small body.
Aw, did you have a small body?
So older people.
I was supposed to
seem
skip second
relate
grade.
better.
Yeah.
It must
I was
have
the
been
same
hard
way.
to be Billy around other people his size that seemed so stupid. stupid.
I understand this. I was an only
That's
child.
that's what I would. That's what I used to
Yeah.
fantasize about. Like, does my son like? Is it hard for him?
I was an old person always, though. I always hung out with the old people. And I was raised by an old person. I was raised by a 70-year-old woman, basically, who was my landlord. So, like I grew up doing all the old people things and I thought it was normal.
This is the thing, Megan. See how you said I grew up? See, I haven't grown up yet. I was raised in Alpine, but I don't feel like I've grown up yet. And I try to say that less often because I'm trying to actually. There are definitely areas in which I have grown up more.
Yeah.
and I'm pleased with myself for those things. And maybe it's a good thing to always have something childlike.
See, I think that is lovely. And that's something that I'm trying to learn now because I think because of family situations, I was forced to grow up way too young than I should have. So I've always been that too mature, too serious person. And I think now with an age, now that I've got comfortable, we're talking about income, now that I'm not paycheck to paycheck anymore, the harshness and the seriousness is like slowly just coming off and off and off the older I get, which is really nice. Like I have fun.
Living with ease is,
Yeah.
I would say, the single greatest gift after life itself. Being able to live on that sunny side of the street
Yeah.
with ease, like living with ease, like without disease, without anxiety, depression, all those things. It's just, and that's why there's such a movement to be present, to meditate, to sit with yourself and be quiet. I've been already practicing that. I'm kind of happy that the rest of the world is kind of catching up to being able to. I send videos to people sometimes just listening to the birds chirp in my backyard, and you can hear an owl once in a while. Sometimes a woodpecker will come in, and it's like, look how happy I am just literally listening to the freaking birds.
I get that. One of my clients has 2 Shiba Inus who are older, and she'll send me like their daily updates, like them in bed or like them, the one Becca like talks, and it's like the cutest thing of my day because I'm just looking at these dogs just doing their silly daily things as if nothing has changed. Yeah.
I just want to make sure you guys get back on track. The subject is me.
Oh my
I feel
God.
like we just got a little off topic.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't have to be, but
I feel like you also, I do have questions. Oh my God, I do have questions.
okay, ask away.
How does Billy not know how to cook?
That
or-
is probably easy to answer because
Yeah.
first, picky eater,
Yes, he is
only a few things.
maybe the pickiest
So what-
eater.
Where would the cooking come into play?
Okay, that's fair.
you don't really cook a peanut butter sandwich.
and like,
you know?
yeah, and so, you heat up the chicken tenders and maybe you buy a hamburger patty, or maybe you actually have to do what I just did and actually form it yourself
Yeah.
and wash your hands. And then I get to add the little spices to it and make it exciting. But so I don't know where. I don't know if he even likes pasta enough to go through the boiling water.
I had to teach him how to pasta.
salted water with some.
Yeah, I had to, and I was just like, "How do you not know how to make pasta?" Yeah, I made penne vodka with some sausage the other day.
I didn't. I have not lived in this lifetime with men that were cooks until I got much older, and they were like
okay.
chefs
That's fair.
and
Yeah,
like to play in the kitchen, or they
Yeah,
were
that was,
or
their
they really were
artistry.
chefs.
Yeah.
Or it was just a passion that they were old enough, their kids were grown, and
Yeah.
they could actually have fun playing in the kitchen. So
I'm really
Yeah.
uncomfortable hearing my mom say playing in the kitchen. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
oh, it's like one of my favorite things to talk about.
This is a great counter.
There's daytime
This is a
playing in the
great
kitchen, and there's
counter.
nighttime playing in the kitchen, which is why I was so happy when once upon a time I had shades there. 'cause
Oh
that,
yeah,
like,
the
I
sink.
don't want to kill Fred.
This yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I definitely have accidentally flashed a ton of people in my old apartment because I had plants instead of curtains and I had big bay windows in
so
my
creative.
bedroom. But still I would be, and then I'd look and be like, oh, there's somebody just right outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
But the plants did a good job.
And clothes. Billy was not big on clothes.
I
It
was not
like,
big on clothes
I-
either.
Do you remember when I wouldn't wear jeans? And I was only wearing sweatpants or gym shorts.
Because jeans, the texture, how they
Yeah, I don't
felt
think he
and
likes
tightened.
tightness.
Nah. No,
yeah,
didn't like
which
it.
I get. I get that, especially if you're uncomfortable within yourself. Like the tighter
Yeah.
it makes you feel like your body's even bigger than it is.
Yeah, it's just
Except for
uncomfortable.
getting
Why do we
things-
want to be uncomfortable?
Yeah, figuring out how to like.
As a kid, and y'all said no, you still have to wear that to church. I tried it. Why should I be uncomfortable? You're like,
I tried to get my kids to dress nicely for church.
Cause I said so.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I wasn't good and consistent about the things. They kept saying pick and choose your battles, and I was
That's
like, that
fair.
just is not a battle enough for me. Food, I wished I could have. It could have been a
food
battle,
is
but I
rough.
was told children can control what they eat, when they go to the bathroom, and when they go to sleep. Like, I mean, eventually they will fall asleep.
Giving
but
them
like,
that independence.
if
Yeah.
you are anxious about what your kids will eat, and about their going to the bathroom,
Mm-hmm.
and about falling asleep. Like, God, I just need them to go sleep. They're not going
They're not gonna do it,
So
yeah.
I had to work hard at letting go of the outcome of those three things.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah. But he definitely is one of the pickiest eaters I've ever met in my life as an adult.
And unfortunately,
Yeah.
I have met so many like him now. But when he was little, I thought he was the only one.
Oh, yeah. See, I grew up in in a family of immigrants where like it was the complete opposite take where I was definitely guilted into eating. And like, so I have like the opposite.
I was
but not
just forced.
great. Yeah. Like not a great way either, where I was just forced to eat everything given to me. It was like a shameful thing if I didn't, especially like with my step family who are Taiwanese, like love them to death. Like I have a love for food because of them, but there definitely was like a part in time where if I didn't eat something, there was like a talking to my mother and stepdad
I got hit
about
with
it.
the
And that's
wooden
like
spoon.
one thing. Yeah.
If I get hit with the wooden spoon.
Yeah,
It was a big to do in my family.
Yeah.
My lack of doing what I was supposed to do. in
Oh, my
terms of
Spanish
eating.
family. Yeah, I got hit.
But then when I went to nursing school and they taught us that in human growth and development, that doing all these things about food was
Bad. It's a
somebody
bad
had
stimulant.
actually researched it now, and they knew that these were bad. It caused issues surrounding food. So
Yeah.
I thought, and then I remember my sister. She's like, just give them to me for a week.
And how did that go?
How do you think that made me feel? How inferior?
yeah.
How crappy of a like?
Not great.
Everyone else can do a better job at this than me. Like,
Which is so
just
not
give- like,
true.
if he just Bobby would just give them to me for a week, I'll have them all fixed.
Yeah.
And then when we lived with her for 2 weeks at the beach in the teeny tiny bungalow, you want to
Uh-huh.
talk about tenement housing? She tried very hard. Like, I swear, I don't know how you got over on Aunt Carrie, but I know damn well you didn't eat what she said when she said how she said. And you still went to the
He's
Sugar Bowl.
Stubborn.
Very adorable, likable, and articulate.
Articulate.
Is how I prefer to remember that.
Were you just like, when somebody would offer you food, where you're like, I just would rather not right now, but we can address it later.
And Aunt Carrie's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Billy, but you won't be able to go get ice cream at the Sugar Bowl with the rest of them because you didn't eat your green beans. But somehow Billy ended
Yeah.
up at the Sugar Bowl.
You
getting-
always
so,
got ice cream?
listen, I know she was your godmother and all that stuff, and she loved her sister's children and all that jazz, but it would ruin her credibility if, with her kids. And so I'm thinking to myself, all these years later, do we just let Aunt Carrie believe
That she has this power?
that when you were in her hands, you did eat whatever she said? Because I know damn well that I didn't see you ingest shit, and I know you went to the fucking Sugar Bowl and got your goddamn ice cream. So let's just let her believe whatever.
I just got him to eat baked potatoes the other day.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah,
that
I
was
was
a
like,
good.
what?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was a big bang.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
I'm waiting
nutrients.
to the green. I'm trying to get to the greens eventually.
Look,
We're
I'm-
just so opposites with that because I'm such an exotic food
That's the
eater and like
Taiwan
open
is-
food
is-
eater.
yeah.
Yeah, and like food like that to me, like I'm like, how am I gonna travel with you? We can only go to like Amsterdam and England. That's not good.
I mean,
don't want that.
When he didn't always like hamburgers.
Yeah,
when
he tells
I
me
said,
the things
what
he
a
wouldn't eat
brilliant
as a
kid,
kid."
that has his mother so ecstatic that he'll eat a hamburger. That is
Yeah.
a brilliant kid. Now we can go to restaurants because my kid will eat a hamburger. And I'm thinking, what a smart motherfucking kid.
When he told me he didn't like mac and cheese, I was like, what did you eat as a child?
No, didn't
that was
you
a
eat
treat.
some of that Kraft macaroni and cheese? Or was it just Morgan and Kelly?
I could not believe that. I was like, what kid doesn't like mac and cheese?
My absolute favorite Billy Procida Jr. food memory was McDonald's. The chicken nuggets. Back when they used to have the white meat and dark meat chicken nuggets before they were all white meat.
I did not understand that you were opening them up and ripping through them, and I was like breaking them in half. I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" But it was because I didn't know it was because you liked dark meat because of course it's sweeter.
Because basically, I basically convinced my mom to make my sisters allow me to go through all their nuggets.
Oh no, yeah, this was the thing.
This is terrible.
Thank God they were
horrendous.
Okay with it. I could not have dealt with that.
I mean. I would break them all and I would mix and match until I had, like, if we all got 6 nuggets,
I would mix 40?
and match.
Can I get 40?
I would mix and match until I had 6 dark nuggets or as many dark nuggets that there were. I do
Goddamn friggin' toys.
I do regret that behavior.
When your sister told me that, I literally looked at him and I was like, thank God we were not around each other because when I was younger, I hated when people would touch my food. I would gladly share my food, but I would be giving it to you. I was like, if you literally touched my food, split it, and took what you wanted, I think I would have been like, yeah, I'm never hanging out with that dude ever again. Right. As a child, I'd be like, that is not my friend. So the fact that your sisters just like accepted it, I was like,
I'm so
that
grateful to them.
is
Thank
so nice.
Could you imagine?
So you like the dark meat?
Yeah,
but he didn't say I like the dark meat. He didn't.
No, he
I
kept
don't
it a
think
secret.
He knew what it was.
One, not only did I know, I would request of you. It got to the point that you would make Morgan give me her nuggets so I could, because I was clearly like. You wonder why everyone says I'm your favorite. You would yeah. But I did not realize y'all were gonna be so into my eating habits. It's okay. You can keep going. What was funny was like, people wanted to fuss over me, and all they wanted was to not be fussed over. So, like, if there was being served something I didn't like, I didn't need. When I got to the age, like, you know, prepubescent or something, like when I realized how embarrassing it was, I wouldn't say go make me something else. It'd be like, I'm okay. I don't need to eat.
Right.
And also, like, if you looked at pictures of me, you'd be like,
he could have. For you. Oh, Billy, I'll do that for you.
And I'm like, no. Just let me not eat the thing.
My family, that would be it. Because you not eating would drive us insane because we want to make sure you're okay and eating. Like, my family would have been what? And it would have been an issue. It would have been like, what do you like? And they did this with my friends. Like, that's the one thing about my parents. My parents were always great with my friends. Like, they always made sure that they felt comfortable and okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So, like, for that, like, my family would have been the, like, please let us, like, make you something. We have a refrigerator of food. Like, what would you like? And, of course, that would be your worst
it's definitely
nightmare.
Cultural disrespect.
Oh, my God.
Big
yeah, like,
time.
for me, like, if people are over, I'm like, what can I get you? What do you like to eat? What can I do for you? Like, it's definitely a, like, how do I make you comfortable? Like, welcomed into the home. And food is a big part of that. Like, in my upbringing. Like, that's how you show that you care is the food.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, now you know how I don't know how to cook.
And that's why when I'm like, hey, like, I want to order something, like, would you be okay with? And you're like, just order what you want. I'm like, even though I know that you actually mean that, like, to me, like, I can't do that because, like, that to me is one of the rudest things I could possibly do is, like, just order food for myself that you would not want to share. And I know that you would not care if I ordered food just for myself because you will make something for yourself. But to me, like, that's, like, something that I wouldn't be able to bring myself to do. So it's very funny, like, actually analyzing it from both perspectives.
I think the thing that was a big kudos to Billy at a young age is at 14, he was already doing his laundry.
Oh,
and
yeah.
didn't want me to do his laundry once he learned how to do his laundry.
That's fair.
I think
didn't
that's
do mine
freaking cool.
until, like, 16 or 17.
But again, why did I have to learn my own laundry?
Well, it was from boarding school, but the point is,
You came home and then you're like, yeah.
you would let somebody else do it, but you're like, no.
I can do it. I want to be helpful. Yeah. He definitely likes to be helpful, which I get. Yeah.
Dare I say
You're like a good boy. How did it feel having your mom say that? All right. Well, I didn't think we were going to chat about your food eating, but
I think you're going to do 20 minutes on it.
oh my goodness.
Oh, another thing, it was always nice that I did not have to, like, do his homework, remind him to do his homework. He just did it. That's
Yeah.
a big friggin' plus. He actually read the books.
That was me too. I think you and I were both very similar in our education, though. Like, I definitely was always the person that like read the books, did the homework. My parents never had to be like checking. My parents never
put
checked
his
in my work.
practice pads into his equipment in football. And if I would have had to, I wouldn't know how to. And I would hear the other mothers, isn't it such a bitch to put these practice pads into that thing? And I was like, what the hell are you all
What are you talking about? Yeah.
I was like, I don't do
Yeah.
that for my son. Like, if he didn't want to play football, he don't got to
Yeah,
play
my
football.
parents
If he wants to play
didn't-
football, he put it in your own fucking practice pads.
Yeah, like my parents weren't forcing me to do any extracurricular activities either. Like, it was just like I'd tell them I was doing something. They're like, okay, cool, have fun. You know, because I did so many things. I was
Yes.
the person that did
You
all
and
the
Morgan.
things.
I know.
Yeah, I did too many things where they were just like, just tell me what time to pick
I
you
love
up.
that you played lacrosse.
I did. I played lacrosse.
I found the
played
lacrosse
tennis.
sticks in the closet.
I was gonna say when I go home, I was gonna bring mine so I can like possibly throw around the ball. You know, I have tennis rackets at my house, but the parks have been closed.
Gave mine to either. Did I give mine to Morgan? Where did my?
Oh, I
tennis
gave
rackets
mine,
go?
but I bought some at a garage sale
Oh, maybe I still have.
Yeah.
one. Maybe I still have one here.
because I had a nice racket. So I think I gave it to somebody who was younger than me, who was starting to play.
Oh yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
at the end I
Yeah.
had some really expensive tennis racket and really good platform tennis, the winter paddle.
Yeah,
ones,
see.
too.
There you go.
What else, Billy?
Anything you want to know about her, or you need to know about her or me or something?
No, I think I'm good. You
Is that it?
good?
So we sign off?
Yeah. I think we should sign off.
the rest of our relationship, you never got
No, I'm gonna ask, but I'll have to think of it.
What's your favorite
organically.
color?
Blue,
Blue. Oh, I already asked you that because I knew
Yeah.
that. Right.
turquoise
Well, I
I
specifically.
think it's Andrew Strainick's favorite color too. What's Andy Capex? I'll have to work on that.
Oh my god!
Billy, are you you used to be like green or red?
Well, my favorite color is blue because blue, but
Yeah, he's
I love
obsessed with the
green because
blue.
of the Jets. Right. Yeah. Bobby, mother, thank you for chatting. Do you want people to follow you on social media or no?
I would love for people to follow me on social media.
So in the biz, we call this part doing your plugs.
Okay,
So-
so
Plug away.
Proceda Homes at Proceda Homes. Better with Bobby.
Yeah.
You got you. Let me give you a tip. Look, I'm gonna. No, it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna show you. We're gonna demonstrate plugging your shit on a podcast. Okay. So, Megan, cool. So thanks for chatting with us. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Miss Giggles, MSGIGGLES. And that's about it for now.
You can follow me on Twitter at @TheBillyPreceda. Mom, are you paying attention?
I am. I'm trying to find what I am.
Right. It's right. It's
She's trying to
it's
find the
your-
social
what, your
media.
handle?
Yes. Do you want me to do yours?
Yeah, it's
So
those.
this is Instagram.
Okay. Well, let me finish my plugs now that I've started. Okay, guys, obviously Twitter, the Billy Procida. Instagram, Billy is Procida. That's Procida, Procida. Come on, folks. And go like the Manor Podcast Facebook page. Okay, so you say, here's what you're going to do. You're going to say, thanks for listening, everybody. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on, you see the platform, and then you say your handle. And then I also have platform, get it? Yeah. So there you go.
Thanks for listening to me today, everybody. And if you want to follow me, you could follow me on Instagram. Business is at Procida Homes, PROCIDAHOMES. Also, Better with Bobby.
Wait, are you a self-help guru now?
No, I'm the best real estate sales agent you could. It's Better with Bobby, for God's
Okay.
sakes. And that's BOBBIE.
Support women entrepreneurship.
Yes, New York and New Jersey real estate licensed. Facebook, procedahomes.com.
All right. If any of y'all were able to
LinkedIn?
discern that, there you go.
So I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, personal, business. You'll find me
There you go.
because
everybody.
you'll see Billy,
Yeah.
You know,
All right.
the real Billy.
Yeah.
Corona Cast.